This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Government revenues for September has improved, and it is up $59 million over the prior year. The Bahamas economy continues to demonstrate signs of strong economic and fiscal rebounding during the month of September 2022, post the COVID-19 induced economic downturn, and that's according to a statement from the Ministry of Finance. In releasing its monthly fiscal summary report, financial officials say at the end of September, revenue receipts total $196.2 million, representing a $20.8 million or 11.9% increase over the $175.5 million collected in the same month of 2021. This positive performance is largely due to rebounds in the tourism sector compared to last year, as well as improving domestic economic conditions. Add to that, value-added tax collections firmed by $33.4 million. The statement notes that due to the reinstatement of allowances, increments, promotions, and other benefits since the end of the COVID-19 emergency orders, spending on personal emoluments have increased by $1.5 million year over year. Other public spending include $44.3 million for goods and services, public debt interest $29.6 million, and subsidies to the government owned or controlled enterprises, $18.6 million. Capital expenditure therefore contracted by $4.3 million or 13.8% to $26.7 million. In total, expenditure contracted by $52.7 million for the period to $218.3 million. The public is encouraged to visit the National Budget website, www.bahamasbudget.gov.bs, to view all fiscal reports. The Bahamas Financial Services Board, BFSB, hosted its 24th annual general meeting, at which time a new board of directors was elected to serve for the two-year term 2022 to 2024. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator Ryan Pinder, gave the keynote address and stated that if there was a time for the BFSB to continue its mission and mandate and advance the Bahamas as a preeminent financial center, it is now. He said the leadership of the BFSB and the continued partnership and close working relationship with the government is paramount. Dr. Tanya McCartney, BFSB's CEO and Executive Director, in her report to members, highlighted the key actions for the board, which include tracking international initiatives impacting the sector and continued promotions and marketing of the jurisdiction. Following the annual general meeting, the board elected Ms. LaTonya Simonet Tinker, principal at the Bayshore Group and former consultant in the Ministry of Financial Services, Trade, Industry, and Immigration, as chairperson of the executive committee, with Mr. Antoine Bastian as her vice chairman. The BFSB also elected a new board of directors. OKX, the world's second largest crypto exchange, has announced its registration as a digital asset business in the Bahamas under the Digital Asset and Registered Exchanges, or DARE Act. The company made the major announcement on Thursday at a press conference at Rosewood, Bahama. The Bahamas was chosen by OKX based on its strong regulatory framework, according to the group's Global Government Relations Officer, Tim Biyun. He says these are exciting times for their company.
It all started back early this year, January 20th, when we met with some amazing partners and talent to lay the seeds of OKX Bahamas. And so we are just excited to further grow our presence here with local executives, local staff, and to really be with the community. Some of you may ask, why the Bahamas? And although I could say it's the sunshine, the lovely people, I won't say that. Unfortunately, or fortunately for the regulators and the hardworking legislature, it's all about the DARE Act. Given my background in regulations is needed for crypto firms and companies.
Mr. Biyun says the DARE Act provides that strong, safe, and sound framework that allows companies to grow. OKX already services some 20 million users worldwide. Economic Affairs Minister Senator Michael Halkitis, in congratulating and welcoming OKX to the Bahamas, says when the DARE Act was put in place, it was envisaged that the Bahamas would attract companies like OKX to the jurisdiction and by doing so create employment opportunities for young Bahamians.
So we again celebrate and congratulate the efforts of the Securities Commission of the Bahamas, their vision in promulgating the act, and their hard work in continuing to amend and upgrade the act so that it remains on the cutting edge of global regulation when it comes to crypto assets. And as our financial services offerings in this jurisdiction continue to evolve away from things such as trust and wealth management, more into the crypto and the digital asset space, this provides an opportunity for Bahamians to retool, to upskill, and truly take advantage of these tremendous opportunities that exist within this space.
In registering in the Bahamas, OKX has promised to create up to 100 jobs within the next 3 to 5 years and intends to employ at least 30 Bahamians within the first year. The company has already appointed a number of young Bahamians to spearhead its office here in the Bahamas, including Dr. Jillian Bethel, Chief Executive Officer, and Ianth Tynes, Chief Compliance Officer. OKX was the platinum sponsor of the Crypto Bahamas Conference held earlier this year. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and an outbreak in Wuhan, China, with strict COVID policies put in place during the onset of the pandemic, policies that in some cases are still in place, many international students were not allowed to return to China to complete or continue their studies in person. Over the past 25 years, only 158 Bahamians have studied in China on the Bahamian government scholarship, and currently there are only 9 Bahamians in China. Chinese ambassador to the Bahamas, Jcn News Seg, during a press conference at the Chinese embassy on Thursday, told reporters that they are trying to change that with the announcement of the reopening of the Chinese study visa for college students after a 3-year halt because of the pandemic.
So now I want to say every year we have government scholarships and we can have up to like 15 or even more students, and we don't have these many applications. So we do hope you will let your friends or colleagues know these opportunities are really there and they can try to make use of it. And actually, there are more than 280 universities to choose from in China, and for a variety of majors and concentrations, including sciences, engineering, humanities, economics, the law, etc. And they can apply for bachelor's degree, master's degree, and even doctoral degree programs. They are also
For those students who are interested in this opportunity, the ambassador gives the following details.
So, and actually there is a website there, campuschina.org. So this is the website to go to find the application form, and Bahamians can make the application through this website and also to the Bahamian Foreign Ministry. The Bahamian Foreign Ministry also has a link to this website on its own official website. You can get more information, and you need to whoever is interested needs to make the application to the Foreign Ministry of the Bahamas before the end of January. So we do hope people will make use of this opportunity. We actually welcome more Bahamian young people. We feel, seeing is believing.
Ambassador Lee encourages Bahamians to visit China to see the kind of country China really is and experience a difference in culture. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.